The whole thing with Latham blew up because I told her I couldn't help but to see a child. Well, not on her terms, anyway.
So she told more lies to get back at him.
Well, they'd have to be very good to convince Smith. She's no fool, and she wrote the article.
But she will try and buck the system if she thinks she can get away with it.
Maybe she believes my alibi will break down.
Will it?
Well, Jan and I did spend a few minutes apart that night.
Yes, but not long enough for that to have happened. Before we go any further, I was just wondering about that little girl of yours.
Yeah? What about her?
Well, how much you really want to see her, for instance.
You know I do.
Badly?
Yes, badly.
Good. Because there's something I want you to do. And if you want to see that little girl of yours again, you'd better do as you're told.
I promised you there would be no censorship, but you had no right to give the papers this.
We have every right to an investigation.
I had already done that.
And let him off the hook.
I didn't touch Latham. How many times you got to be told?
That's your story.
Mr. Faulkner was with Miss Ferguson the whole time.
No way. One of the women saw him alone.
So now you are accusing two officers of lying.
All I'm saying is there are grounds for an investigation. And after this, I reckon we'll get one.
Come in. Latham, I want you to tell me exactly what happened. If I find it necessary, I will take the matter further. But I want to hear the truth first.
Nothing happened, Mrs. Davidson.
What? Go on.
Well, I sort of made an offer to Mr. Faulkner, and he wouldn't take me up on it, so...
So you made the whole thing up? I see.
Hey, wait a minute. What's going on here?
Shut up.
Oh, hang on here. She changed the tune.
Quiet, Smith. Latham, you are already on charges of theft and breaking parole. I should have thought that would have been enough. You can forget about privileges until further notice.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
As for you, Smith, there are two reporters in the interview room. They are waiting to find out about this investigation you want. I'm sure you'll be happy to enlighten them.
Hi. Crikey, it's only me.
You get clobbered sneaking up on someone like that.
I'm sorry.
There's a Peter thief around here, remember?
Yeah, I know. Hey, guess what? I just saw Faye.
Yeah, well, don't come to me for any money. I'm not putting any money on any horse.
Doesn't matter anyway. We haven't got a bookie now.
Did she chuck it in?
Mm-hmm. First of all, she told me how she's going to be transferred. Then she told me about the book. When I asked her why, she told me to rack off and mind my own business.
Yeah, well, she didn't make a lot of profit lately, did she?
She was doing okay, and so was I. Extra cash would have come in handy when I got out of here.
Yeah, well, the Peter thief was doing better, wasn't she?
Yeah, the mongrel. Do you reckon that's why Faye stopped?
Oh, could be.
Well, I reckon it's about time Bea did something about it.
She has to find out who it is first, doesn't she?
Well, she doesn't seem to be trying too bloody hard.
Well, darling, she's got enough on her plate already with the article for the Dispatch. She's going to cop it from that, isn't she?
Look, the paper will be in trouble printing unsubstantiated allegations.
I didn't know the story wasn't true.
You're supposed to check on the copy.
Yeah, I realise.
Well, why the hell didn't you?
It's not that easy in here. People get scared. Maybe even conned.
Watch your tongue, Smith.
Sometimes you just have to take a punt and hope you're right.
That's the fastest way to find yourself with a lawsuit on your hands.
Well, big deal. What are they going to do to me? Throw me in jail?
I'm sure the first thing the department and the Prison Officers Union will want is a retraction and an apology.
Ah, they'll get both, don't worry. They'll be in the next edition. Thanks for nothing, lady.
You're doing very well, Smith. Give me your formula for success sometime, will you?
Oh, jeez. You should have seen the way Bea looked at me. Like she could kill me or something.
You're as jumpy as a kitten. Why don't you go and lie down for a while?
Oh, you've got to be joking. Lie down in a dump like this, it's not safe. Oh, anyway, it's nearly lock-up time.
Hello? Want some help?
No thanks, I've just finished.
Showered this morning and everything.
Maybe she reckons you're after her body, Jude.
Oh, shut up, Doreen.
Oh, well, she's already got that freak Ferguson drooling over, and you know, some chicks think they're pretty hot.
All right, Chrissy! You back the screws against me. Why?
I had a good reason.
Make it fast!
Miss Ferguson.
And what particular piece of cheese did she dangle?
She said she'd help me see Elizabeth.
You sold me out for that, or was there another bloody reason?
I don't know what you mean.
Maybe you were scared your story wouldn't stand up. Now, did you have it off with Faulkner or not?
No, I've already told you that.
Bitch, I'll break your bloody arm! Now the dispatch mob thinks I'm into telling fairy tales. Do you know what that means for us? I'll have to work my butt off to convince them I'm not.
I had to do it, Bea.
And Faulkner probably won't even give us the time of day.
He wouldn't help me see Elizabeth.
So what?
That's why I set him up. You don't know what it's been like. I'm stuck in here and my baby's out there with that bloody
That
bitch.
is your own bloody fault.
She won't even bring her in to see me, Bea. I had to find a screw who'd make her do it. Otherwise, I'd never see her again. Do you know what that feels like, Bea? It's my kid I'm talking about.
I don't like being mucked around, Chrissy. Not for any reason. And the next time you play funny buggers with me, I'll kill you.
Inside.
Just what I had in mind.
Not you, Burns.
But that's my cell.
Hey, what's going on?
Shut up, Smith, or I'll have you on a charge.
I haven't done nothing.
Not yet. Nice hair.
What do you want?
A favour.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't worry, Burns, you're not my type. But you can be useful. I'm putting you on the book.
What book?
The one I let Faye Quinn run. There's a vacancy, and I think you're just the girl to fill it.
Why me? You chucked me in the pound the last time you caught me with money.
It's because you made a mistake. You didn't go through me.
I didn't know.
Well, now you know. I get the cream, and you get no hassles when you're taking bets. Fair exchange?
I don't want to have anything to do with it.
All right, Burns. I'll put you on a charge.
What for?
Oh, I'll think of something.
That's not fair.
Do you want to take it up with the governor? And I can go on putting you on charges. How long have you got to go with remission?
7 weeks.
Oh, if you were to lose a day's remission for every extra charge, you could be here a long time.
Okay.
Good. We'll keep this to ourselves, eh? The other women might not quite understand our little deal, might they? Relax, Smith. I've returned your little mate.
Bloody cheat. What was she after?
Me.
What?
Come on, love, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it, Bea.
What did she do to you?
Nothing.
Did she have a go at you or not?
Well, she wanted me to do something that I didn't want to do.
And?
I told her to get stuffed.
You what?
Well, not exactly. I made it clear to her that it wasn't on.
Good for you. You all right, love?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if she gives you any more aggro, just let me know. Oh, hell, we're all fair game with a dyke like that around.
Yeah.
We've got Buckley's haven't doing anything about it. I should have written my article about female screws. Might have got somewhere.
Oh, they wouldn't believe you. Not after Chrissy.
No, I suppose not. But that screw's dangerous. And if Chrissy thinks she's going to get anywhere by making deals with her, then she's dumber than she looks.
Yeah.
Listen, I can do without prison officers showing up here.
Oh, of course. It must be quite embarrassing for you.
Yes, it is. Well, what do you want?
As a matter of fact, I've come on behalf of Chrissy. She wants to see her daughter.
Who does she think she is? She can't even run her own life. She doesn't deserve a child like Elizabeth.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I'm sure you're a much better mother than Chrissy will ever be.
Well, that wouldn't be hard. Come on. Because she's a lovely little kid. Real easy to look after, you know?
Yes, I'm sure. But, Chrissy is still her mother.
Not for long.
Oh? You've got full custody?
Not yet, but I soon will have. Just got to go through the courts.
Be real rough if you missed out.
Why should I? I've taken good care of Lippy.
Yes, I'm sure, but it wouldn't hurt to, or shall we say, increase your chances?
What do you mean?
Well, if you were to show a little more compassion, bring Elizabeth in to see her mother, I'm sure it would go very well with the courts.
She should be kept away from that bitch.
Oh, we know that. It's up to us to prove it. But if you were to bring her in, well, then I could tell the court how very reasonable you've been. And what an unfit mother Chrissy is. That's what you want, isn't it?
You'd do that?
Sure.
Okay, it's a deal.
Good. Tomorrow, then.
All right. Tomorrow.
Hope my friend isn't on laundry duty today. Don't matter if she is. Her type don't pounce in front of an audience anyway. Thanks a lot. You never know when they're going to crawl out from under their rock, do you?
Chrissy, can I have a word with Hannah on her own, please?
Yeah, sure. You wait right here, Chrissy. I really don't think I've got anything to say to you.
Well, I'd like to straighten out a couple of things.
What about?
I just think we had a little misunderstanding, that's all.
No way. I read you loud and clear.
Well, you read wrong. Hannah, I wasn't making a pass at you.
Well, that's a new approach. Why don't you pass it on to Ferguson? She could do with a little subtlety.
Yeah, she could. Look, I'm gay, Ferguson's gay, but that's where any similarity ends.
You don't say.
I would never push myself on someone. I believe that a relationship should be a two-way thing with some love and caring.
Look, love, Jude's all right. She's never come on, Evie. So why the extra interest?
Well, thought if I muscled in, she'd lay off, that's all.
She won't.
Well, it was worth a try. It still is. I'd certainly never intended for you to take it the wrong way.
Well, I always thought I did have a vivid imagination.
Maybe you've been looking under too many rocks, huh? Well, now that that's settled, how about I keep Ferguson off your back while I'm here, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and how about this? We have since found Mrs. Smith's story to be completely unsubstantiated. Thank goodness for that.
The women won't be making statements against officers again in a hurry.
No. But I don't understand why they did in the first place. Steve's been pretty good to them.
That's his mistake. They'd do anything to cause trouble.
Oh, yes, but sexual harassment, that's horrible. And he could have lost his job.
Well, he won't trust them again to keep their mouths shut.
About what?
No, Latham's got the morals of an alley cat. Can't blame him for getting carried away.
You're not saying it was true.
Who knows?
Steve's not the type to abuse his position. Anyway, you said you were with him all night.
So I did.
Well, weren't you?
Let's just say he's a fellow officer. Oh, maybe he touched Latham. Maybe he didn't. Who knows?
I can't believe Steve would take advantage of a prisoner like that.
Can't you? I heard there was one a while back that he was supposed to be having it off with. Because he always changes the subject when it comes up, so we don't quite know, do we?
And if it was true, wouldn't you do something about it?
Why? We've got a lousy job. The most important thing is that we show some solidarity. Let each other know that there's someone we can rely on when things get rough.
Come on, Doreen, shake a leg. I want that stuff today, not tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I've been thinking, Bea.
Don't strain yourself, love.
I think we had a real good thing going with that book, and now that Faye's chucked it in, I think I should take it on.
You?
Yeah, why not? Somebody's got to keep things running around here.
Because it's bloody hard work and the fastest way to get a bashing if you stuff it up.
Come on, Bea, I'm going to be out of here soon, and things are real expensive on the outside, and I thought I could use the extra cash.
Oh, OK, give it a whirl. At least I'll be around to keep you off the chopping block.
All right, ladies, continue working. Judy, I've had a talk with the Pro Board chairman about that job at the halfway house.
Oh, nothing's gone wrong, has it?
Quite the contrary. He thinks it's a good idea.
Heard you hear that, everyone?
Yeah, gee, and you're doing so well in the laundry trade, too.
Yeah, fancy changing your job at this time of your life.
Come on, girls, I'm not out of here yet.
I think it's fairly safe to say you will be tomorrow after the hearing.
I can't believe it, you know. A new job and a new home. And I can't wait to see that new house. Hope it's in the style I've grown accustomed to.
You'll get a chance to see it before the hearing. Mrs. Morris is meeting Myra there, so you can have a quick look round then.
Thanks for everything, Mrs. Davidson.
Sad to lose a friend, isn't it? Still, I'm sure we'll find ways to console each other.
There's no way I'm going to be safe from that cretin when Judy gets out of here.
Come on, ladies, you've got to be in it to win it. There'll be no worries. I'll give you a point over SP odds.
What the hell's she up to? Advertising a breakout to the screws.
Nick Wentworth's new bookie.
What? You're kidding. It's like leading a lamb to slaughter.
Not my idea. You know what Doreen's like when she gets a bee in her bonnet.
Oh, God. Her kids should only get in a lot of strife.
If you just concentrate on that big, beautiful world on the outside, I'll take care of what goes on in here.
Bee's still looking at me like I'm rubbish.
You're not the only one. You're not very popular, but at least she's not trying to get at you like you know her. She's got plenty of money outside. Ferguson put in a hard word on me, so why the hell am I still sitting here? Where's that friend you were going to get me? Yeah, all right. Or have you got anything in mind?
I'm working on it.
OK, Latham, you've got a visitor.
Is it Elizabeth?
Yes, she's with your sister-in-law.
Oh, Tom, Mrs. Powell, where is she?
In the garden. Look, aren't you going to finish this first?
You got to be joking. I'm not interested in lunch with me babies here, am I?
Well, well. Looks like Ferguson came through with the goods after all.
Elizabeth! Hello, darling. How are you then, eh? Oh, have you missed your mum as much as she missed you? Hmm? Oh, what have you done to her hair then?
She likes it like that.
Look, I know what's best for my own kid, Brenda, don't I?
Like making me bring her into a prison.
I want a word with you, Brenda. How come you haven't brought her in till now?
I just couldn't put her through it. Children remember things.
She's my baby. I've got a right to see her.
Christ, it's bad enough having to come here myself. Gives me the creeps, all these steel bars and security checks.
Oh, then don't bloody come. I'll get someone else to bring her in.
Suit yourself. Though I suppose I can put up with it till after the hearing. It's been set for the 29th, did you know? Derek will be back by then. We can go to the court together, as a family. Just what Elizabeth needs.
Shut up, Brenda.
I'm sure the court will take that into consideration.
There's one thing you've forgotten, though, isn't there?
What's that?
Derek's going to want to go wherever I want her to, and it's not bloody well with you. He is my brother, remember?
Yeah. He's my husband.
Hi. Oh, you wouldn't try the chops. Tough as old boots.
Oh, I'm not hungry. That was a pretty good retraction the Dispatch printed this morning, wasn't it?
So it should have been.
I suppose having Miss Ferguson's support is what clinched the matter.
Look, they've apologised. I'd just like the whole thing to fade in the sunset like a bad movie, OK?
It was all a lie, wasn't it?
Oh, Wendy, for God's sake, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I wouldn't like to think the women were being taken advantage of, that's all.
I don't think much of them taking advantage of us either.
No, of course not. Is that what happened with Sandy Edwards?
What?
Well, you know what everyone's saying.
And you believe them?
I just wanted to hear from you.
Look, I've heard enough of the whole subject. Let's just drop it, huh?
You're not going to deny it.
What is this, Wendy?
Listen, I've heard there were bent screws who take advantage of their position, but I never thought you were like that. Yeah, well, now I'm not so sure. I don't think we better see each other again.
Look, suit yourself.
What's biting her?
Bass Steve Faulkner bug. I think it's catching.
End of a beautiful friendship?
Yeah, well, something like that. Oh, I'm just fed up with things in here stuffing up my private life.
Them's the breaks with this job. Look, you try and do anything for these women and all you get is a kick in the guts. The only person who understands that is another officer, believe me. So, anytime you feel like talking it out over a drink, just let me know.
Oh, thanks. Might take you up on it.
Thanks, Babs. $2 on Boston Boy.
Come on, Doreen. These sheets aren't going to follow themselves, you know.
I'm doing real well, B. You should see all the money I've got.
Well, you might have to pay it all out, remember.
I'll be okay.
In the meantime, keep your eye on it.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd stash it myself.
Don't be bloody stupid.
Oh, yeah, the Peter thief.
Yeah, speaking of that, it looks as though I won't be getting my money back before I leave. I was hoping I could find out who it was, too.
Oh, maybe we could send you yours later, you know, when we catch him.
Are you kidding? You keep it. Have a big party. I'm going to be earning top money out there. You know, I really can't wait until I am out there talking to those women. I might be able to help some of them.
Yeah, well, you're just what they need. Someone who's been through it all.
Yeah. If I can keep one of them out of this dump, it's all going to be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I could do some paintings for the shop.
Well, that's a good idea. Keep them clean, Doreen. It's not a sex shop I'm running.
Hey, maybe we could all do something. Remember those soft toys we made when Paul Reed was around?
Oh, yeah, lots of teddy bears and things.
Yeah, they were okay.
They were bloody good. They sold like hotcakes.
Well, do you think the women would be in it?
Don't see why not. Have a word in Davo's ear.
Truly.
Hey, why don't you write your next dispatch article about the halfway house?
You're not just a pretty face after all, are you, Doreen?
No.
What do you say, Jip?
Good idea.
Well, be good publicity, get the public interested.
Yeah, as long as you don't feature me having it off with the customers.
No, well, I'll keep it nice. It might be just what I need to get the editor back on side. OK, ladies, that's it for the day. And for some lucky buggers, that's it forever.
I thought it was going to be lovely seeing Elizabeth today. And I had to watch Brenda take her away. Oh, the bitch loved it.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you. Sounds just like my dad's family.
Yeah?
Yeah. He had a wife and kids, that's why he couldn't marry my mother. And they made damn sure we didn't get anything.
Oh, that's tough.
He did leave us some money, but they even fought that in court.
They win?
Of course they did. That's why I held up his company, you know. That money was ours. He wanted us to have it. Now I'm in here. Looks like they got everything after all, doesn't it?
Sounds just like Brenda. I'm so scared she's going to get Elizabeth. I wish I had someone else who could bring her in.
Wait a minute. Maybe you have.
No, I just told her I'd get someone else.
Duncan Campbell. Why didn't I think of it before?
Who?
Duncan, the guy who helped me set up the robbery.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You want to get out of here, don't you?
Of course I bloody
Well, just
do.
be quiet and listen to me for a minute. We'll make out that he's a friend of yours and he brings Elizabeth in.
Yeah?
You talk and start making plans.
To break out?
That's right. You let me know what he says, and the next time you speak to him, I've got a message for him. And we work this whole thing out right under the water's noses.
Well, it's a good idea, I'll give you that.
Well, it's the best one we've had. I mean, no one's going to question why someone else is bringing Elizabeth in. They all know how you and Brenda hate each other.
Yeah, but do you think he'll do it?
Of course he will. I told you he wants me out. Anyway, he hasn't got his cut from the robbery yet.
I'd want a cut and all. I mean, it's my neck, isn't it, if the screws find out who he is?
You will get it. But what do you think?
I think it's bloody brilliant.
Right. Now, we've got to work out a way to get word to him to let him know what we want him to do.
How?
A letter? Yeah, I suppose so. But how do you get one out of here without the warders censoring it?
Judy Bryant. She's getting out tomorrow.
Nah, she wouldn't do it.
Oh, she would. She likes you. All you've got to do is to think up a good story.
Yeah, you could be right. I'll think up a bloody beauty.
I'm glad you wanted to see me, Mrs. Davidson. There's something I want to ask you.
It will have to wait because I'm extremely busy. I called you in because I've just had the editor of the Dispatch on the phone.
Any chance of me having a word with him? I'd like to set the record straight.
Well, it's a bit late for that, I'm afraid. Your last article caused so much embarrassment. He's decided to cancel the column.
Two specials with a lot, and I'm sorry they took so long. Excuse me, Mr. Strawn.
Why did they take so long?
We ran out of chopped onions and some other stuff.
But you're supposed to see that doesn't happen.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
But it's your job.
Well, there wasn't much there when I started my shift.
And now you've almost finished. What have you been doing in between?
I've been flat out with takeaways, you know that. I haven't had a chance to catch up.
The job's too tough. There's a dozen out there waiting for it.
No, I'm okay, honest.
You better smarten up. I don't like excuses.
You don't like me just because I'm...
Don't be ridiculous. You wanted more money and I was prepared to discuss it, and that's all.
Yeah.
You want to work here, girl. You better smarten up. There's a customer over there.
Dear Duncan. Now, what do we say?
What I look like. Brenda's my sister-in-law, you know, all that sort of stuff.
And he's to call in and see her?
Yeah, and he's also got to tell her that I've told him that he's to pick Elizabeth up.
Right. Now, what did they get you for? Jumping parole and theft, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you don't have to tell him all that.
No, well, he might need a general bit of conversation. I mean, she's got to believe that he's a friend of yours.
All right, then.
God, I hope this works.
Why shouldn't it?
Well, that sister-in-law of yours sounds really possessive.
She is.
And she mightn't let someone she doesn't know take Elizabeth.
Yeah, I thought of that. But she don't like coming in her herself, and she knows I've got a right to see her.
Yeah, you think it's enough?
Well, he could tell her that she can come with him, but wait outside the prison. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much bother for her.
Might help too, all right.
I hope he does a good job on her.
He will. No one sweet talks better than Duncan.
Susan, are you all right, dear? You look exhausted.
Yeah, I am a bit.
Burning the candle at both ends. Not good for a young girl.
Yeah, well, I haven't got any money, so I'll be home tonight.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Is Amanda in?
No, dear, she's gone out.
Oh, I wanted to talk to her.
Oh, she's such a good girl. Always in on time. You could take a lesson from that girl.
Yeah.
Susan.
Yes?
There are other ways of enjoying yourself than by throwing money around, you know.
Like how?
Well, there's a church social club dance next week and some of our girls are going.
Oh.
Well, why don't you join them?
I don't think so.
Look, I'll give you the entrance fee myself. How about that?
That's really nice of you, Mrs. Beamish, but I reckon I'd like that stuff.
You just don't know when you're well off, my girl.
I can find my own fun.
Yes, but that can be dangerous, coming and going at all hours. Now, look, there are lots of nice girls here. You should make friends with them.
I have, so why don't you just leave me alone? I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Golden boy. Well, he should get the golden handshake, I reckon.
Lizzie?
Yeah, okay.
Well, how about picking up the dirty tea towels before they end up in the stew for lunch?
Well, I won't be a tick.
What are you up to anyway?
Studying form.
Well, not you too. Doreen's driving them mad in the print shop.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need a cracker so the silly little bugger will lose all her dough.
Now, that's not nice.
Bloody sight better than losing Lil and Bev's dough, now isn't it?
I've got a point there, I suppose.
Ripper. Night Fire. He's had 2 placings in open company.
You don't say?
Yeah, he's dropping in with Larson's field.
And at weights, he looked like a sure thing. Now, that's just what I need.
Yeah, getting pretty good, Lizzie. You sound just like that Clem. What's his name on the telly?
And I can read, too. I've got some dough stashed away for a moment like this, and I reckon I'll put it all on. I'll see ya!
You asked Judy to do that little job for us yet? I haven't been able to get her around. Yeah, well, make sure she is when you do. We don't want Bea getting all knocked because she thinks we're trying to stuff up her parole.
I thought you weren't on duty till later, Mrs. Morris.
No, I'm not. I'm just taking Judy to have a look at the halfway house before her parole board meeting.
It's jumping the gun a bit, isn't it?
I don't think so. Come on, Judy. Sign out.
Oh, a bit nervous, you know.
What on earth for?
I don't know. New house, new job, everything.
And this time it's for keeps, right?
You bet.
Hi, Judy.
Wally!
Mrs. Morris.
What are you doing here?
I came to see you, of course. It's a big day, isn't it?
Sure is. Might have known you would turn up.
If you're visiting here, you'll have to sign in.
It's all right, Miss Ferguson. I'll deal with this. Actually, we were just on our way out. I'm taking Judy to have a look at her new house.
Good-o. I'd like to be the first visitor. Can I come along?
I'm afraid not. You see, it's still official business.
All right.
Mind you, if you just turned up at the same place, I could hardly prevent that from happening, could I?
Funny thing, that. Just what I had in mind.
All right, you bludgers. Who did it?
What's wrong?
Some rotten monk's taken my dough.
What, are you sure?
Of course I'm bloody sure. I looked and it had gone.
All right, now calm down, Lizzie. Where did you last see it?
Where I hid it, in me knickers.
Anyone been in Lizzie's knickers lately?
It's not bloody funny. Me spare knickers in me drawer.
All right, we're not laughing. Back to work, you lot. Unless you can shed some light on the subject? No, of course not. Okay, look, I'm as bloody sick of this as you are. I'm going to set a trap, and you are going to help me spring it.
Looking forward to me tucker after a shock like that.
Yeah, but it's a pity you couldn't put that surefire bet on.
I put it on, all right. I had a couple of bucks and a kick. Not enough to break the bank, of course.
How's Doreen doing with the book?
Really well. Raking it in, she reckons.
I wish she'd keep that dough on her instead of hiding it in our dorm.
Maybe she's found a really good place to hide it this time.
You know what Doreen's like, though. She'll probably hide it where anyone could find it.
Sure this is it?
32 Worthington Street.
Not exactly the Ritz, is it?
No.
Oh, well. I always fancied early modern collapsible.
I wonder where Myra is.
She could be inside, I guess. Well, let's see if it's as stunning on the inside as it is on the outside.
Myra? Strange, she said she'd be here. Oh.
Who? The pigs have been here, huh?
Myra?
Oh. Come. Yuck. Oh, damn. Oh, hi, Wally. Welcome to home, sweet home.
Hello, Wally. Oof. Look, Myra must have been tied up with something else. I think I'd better go and give her a call.
Okay, Mrs. Morris, you want us to come with you?
No, there's no need. I won't be long. We can't be late for that parole board meeting.
Well, what can I say? I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting home comforts or anything, but this. Oh my God, it's going to take 20 years just to get it halfway decent.
Well, it is a halfway house. Now, come on, Jude. There's nothing wrong here that can't be fixed with a hammer and a few nails.
You're more like a bulldozer.
Madame is not satisfied?
No, Madame is not satisfied. I'd have known the bastards would lumber me with something like this.
Well, Madame has completely overlooked the potential of this place. I mean, where else could you get a place that you can completely renovate to your own taste and satisfaction? That you have to renovate to your own taste and satisfaction.
You're a nut, you know that?
Anyway, look, I'll be around the place. I'm pretty nifty with a hammer.
Oh, I bet you are.
That's all it'll take, just a few coats of paint, a few knickknacks, you know, and then it'll be right. Tell you what I'll do. I'll bring down some pottery from my place. That'll start your shop off.
Oh, come on, Wally. I can't let you do that.
I've got a few bits and pieces hanging around. They're seconds, you see. The galleries won't take them. I mean, nobody will know the difference. They'll still sell. Well, that's what you want, isn't it?
Sure is.
Come
Thanks.
on, cheer up. You know, if it goes wrong here, there's always a bed at my place.
I know, love. Well, I took on this job. I might as well stick to it, and I'd better get started. Let's see if there's a broom lurking around here somewhere, huh?
That's the spirit. We'll make something special out of this. You'll see.
Hey, girlie. Is that one mine?
Yes,
It's got prawns on it.
that's what a marinara is.
I didn't ask for a marinara. I asked for a Hawaiian.
No, you didn't.
You're saying I'm lying just because you got the bloody order wrong.
What's all this about?
She stuffed up me order.
That's not true. I gave you what you wanted.
Look, I'm sorry about this. Hang on a minute, we'll get you another one.
Oh, forget it. I'll go somewhere where they can get it right the first time.
What the hell do you think you're doing, upsetting my customers?
It wasn't my fault. He wanted a marinara.
If he asks for Hawaiian, he gets Hawaiian. Do you understand? That's what you're paid for.
I don't get paid to be yelled at.
Well, I've about had you, Driscoll. Any more from you and you're out in the street.
Anything would be better than this.
Well, the street's about who you're fit for. Who else would want a 16-year-old jailbird?
You can't speak to me like that.
Listen, I speak to you any way I like.
Yeah, well, I won't be around to hear it, because I've had it. You and your job can go and get stuffed, and your pizzas are the pits. I wouldn't feed them to a bloody dog. At least they're better than your hamburgers.
Congratulations, I hear your parole went through all right.
Yeah. I should be out of here in an hour or so.
Wish I could say the same thing.
Honey, if Ferguson gives you a hard time, you go and see Bea. She'll look after you.
Yeah.
Was there something else I could do to help?
Jude, there is something.
What's that? No.
It's really important to me.
So's my parole. I mean, they frisk you when you go out of here. You know that.
There are ways.
I can't.
My mother's sick. She really needs the money. I can't get to it.
Is that letter for your mother?
No, it's for Duncan Campbell, the guy who was with me in the hold-up. I thought he might be able to get some money to her.
Well, there must be a way to get to him legit.
The warders are watching me. They follow up everything that goes out. If the police start snooping around Duncan, I've had it. Really, it's this way or nothing.
Does she really need that money?
Hospital bills like you wouldn't believe.
All right, I'll do it.
Thanks a million, Jude. I won't forget you for this.
Susan, I do not expect you to brush past me like that when you come in.
I just want to be on my own.
Did they let you off early today?
No.
Then why aren't you at work? You're still on the afternoon shift, aren't you?
I'm not on any shift anymore.
They haven't asked you to leave.
No, I took off myself.
You what?
I couldn't face it anymore. Being yelled at and not getting enough money, and being flat out on my feet all day, it was horrible.
But you just can't walk out like that.
Well, I did.
Well, what about your employer?
Oh, that pig. Oh, please, just leave me alone.
Susan, what are you going to do? No job, no money.
I don't know.
Then there's your board. I mean, we can't afford to keep you here for nothing, you know.
Well, you won't bloody well have to.
Susan!
I'll get another job or I'll go on the dole.
You most certainly will not. Our girls are expected to work. Now, I suggest you go back to your employer and see if he'll take you back.
No, I'll never do that.
You need to have a long, hard look at yourself, young lady. We have certain standards here, and you are not living up to them. I shall leave you to think on that.
So on behalf of everyone, I'd just like to say that we hope it goes real good for you on the outside, Jude.
Well, I'm sure going to try.
Of course, we'd like to say that we wish you weren't going.
Get on with it, Doreen.
I am. And, I'd just like to say good luck. And we'd like to give you this.
That's real good, you know. Huh? It's going to be the first thing I put up in the craft shop, you'll see.
Mine's Becky's. And don't be guts and eat them all at once.
I won't. Well, I don't know what to say. Except, thanks all very much, and I'm going to miss you. I'll be back, though.
Just slow it down, your official business.
Oh, be
bloody hell.
Well,
Right, Bryant, you wanted in reception.
Ready, Judith? Yeah. Ready as I'll ever be, I guess. Bye.
Bye, Jude.
Take care, love. Miss Jude.
Yeah. All right, everybody, it's exercise period outside.
Oh, good, Mrs. M. I don't reckon I can make it on the outside today.
What's the matter now, Lizzie?
Oh, the ticker's playing up a bit.
Well, perhaps you should go and see Sister Franklin.
No! I'll be all right if I can go and have a bit of a lie down.
All right, then, but I'm sure the fresh air would do you far more good.
Cash there. Don't think I'll be skipping the country.
Bryant, you haven't been searched yet. Come here. You've been through it all before. Funny you should forget about this.
You can't wait to get your ugly paws on someone, can you?
Don't be insubordinate, Bryant. You're not out of here yet. What's this? You're not going anywhere, Bryant, except back to your cell where you belong.
No, look, that letter's very important to Hannah. You hand that over and you might as well forget about her.
I will do whatever I like with Simpson, and whenever. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Now you listen to me, Ferguson.
If you are responsible for me staying in this place, I will make it my life's work that you never get near Hannah or anyone else for that matter.
Something wrong? What's that?
Oh, just an old letter of Bryant's from her daughter.
Oh, I see.
All right, Bryant. You can get out of here now.
I'll see you to the gate, Judy.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, Bea. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, love. Looks like our letter got through then, don't it?
Yep. Now we just sit tight and let it all happen.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare.